This German shepherd with a dark past became 8-year-old Amber's guardian angel. When she vanished from school, everyone gave up hope, except Hunter, who would risk everything to bring her home. Now, I've told you stories about heroes before, but this one's different. Because sometimes the hero has 4 legs, a scarred past, and an instinct that puts human intuition to shame. Meet the Walker family. James, a grieving single father. Amber, his 8-year-old daughter. And Hunter, a German shepherd with scars that told stories he couldn't speak. 2 years earlier, Naomi Walker, an investigative journalist, had rescued Hunter from whatever hell had marked him. Then Naomi was murdered, leaving behind a broken family and a dog who understood loss better than most humans ever would. Hunter became Amber's shadow, her protector, her best friend. And as you'll see, that bond was about to be tested in ways no one could imagine. It was a Tuesday afternoon when James Walker's world collapsed again. He arrived at Oak Ridge Elementary to pick up Amber, just like every other day. But Amber wasn't there. The front office delivered news that would haunt any parent. Someone had signed her out, claiming a family emergency. James had authorized no such thing. Within hours, the Oak Ridge Sheriff's Department launched a full-scale search. But back at the Walker farmhouse, something interesting was happening. Hunter was acting like a dog possessed, pulling toward the woods behind their property, the same woods that backed up against Amber's school. Agent Cassidy Reynolds from the FBI suggested they let Hunter track. She understood what every good investigator knows. Sometimes the best leads come from the most unexpected sources. But Sheriff Cooper? He dismissed the idea outright and locked Hunter in the laundry room. Big mistake. After midnight, James returned home to find Hunter sitting in front of Naomi's study, a room that had remained untouched since her death. Hunter was pawing at the door, insistent, almost desperate. That's when Agent Reynolds called. Amber's backpack had been found near Miller's Creek with signs of a struggle. And when James turned around, Hunter was gone, vanished into the night like a ghost with a mission. By dawn, Hunter reappeared, torn paws, bleeding fur, but alive. And he'd found something the entire sheriff's department had missed. A hidden bunker in an area locals called Devil's Backbone. Inside that bunker was Amber, weak, scared, but breathing. But Hunter's job wasn't finished, not by a long shot. What happened next reads like something out of a thriller novel, except it's real. Hunter guided Amber through her escape, attacking a guard and leading her through a storage room window to safety. Father and daughter were reunited, Agent Reynolds was vindicated, and everyone thought the nightmare was over. Then Amber said something that changed everything. That lady smells like the man who hurt Mommy. She was talking about Dr. Sarah Andrews, the veterinarian who'd shown up at the scene. Hunter attacked her immediately because dogs don't lie, and they don't forget. The raid that followed exposed a human trafficking ring led by Thomas Blackwood, a man whose public reputation as a philanthropist had hidden unspeakable crimes. But the story gets even more remarkable. Agent Reynolds discovered something extraordinary. A waterproof micro SD card hidden in Hunter's collar. But that wasn't all. Amber remembered a game her mother used to play with Hunter, a treasure hunt where he'd find hidden items. Following Hunter's lead, they discovered waterproof boxes hidden around their property, containing Naomi's photographs, voice recordings, bank documents, and handwritten notes. Physical evidence that would bring down an entire criminal network. Naomi Walker hadn't just been murdered for her investigation, she'd been murdered for what she'd already uncovered and hidden. That night, Thomas Blackwood escaped custody and broke into the Walker home, demanding those hidden records. Dr. Andrews was with him, and they weren't planning to leave witnesses. Hunter made his final stand. He took a bullet protecting his family, and though critically wounded, he survived what veterinarians later called a miraculous recovery. The files Naomi left behind led to arrests nationwide, rescued countless children, and exposed facilities hidden in plain sight. A year later, Oak Ridge held a retirement ceremony for Hunter, celebrating him as the hero he'd always been. James Walker reflected on how Hunter and Amber had helped him heal from his grief, symbolizing their family's resilience and Naomi's enduring legacy through the truth she'd fought to uncover. Sometimes the most extraordinary heroes come in the most ordinary packages. And sometimes when everyone else gives up hope, it takes a scarred dog with an unbreakable spirit to remind us what loyalty really means. That's the way I heard it.